All right, class, so here we go. We are on page 2 of our I cans, and today's I can statement is I can plot points on a coordinate plane. Freeze the video, write this on page 2, and then we'll get going. All right, class, now that you have the I can statement down, I need you to go to page 11. And in the topic, you are going to write down the coordinate plane. Freeze the video, and then we'll go on to the essential question. The essential question is written out for you. It says, how can you use ordered pairs to locate points on a coordinate plane? So a coordinate plane is essentially just where we have an X and Y axes. This picture makes it really hard to see, so I'm going to draw another one real quick. Here's my Y-axis, and here's my X-axis. And you can see it can kind of make 4 sections. So you need to write in these lovely missing things. Okay? Also, on your thing, you'll need to write down that this line that's laying down the number line we've been using your entire life is called the X-axis. So I would just write X-axis on yours. And the one that's the up and down is called the Y-axis. Okay, so let's talk about this for just a second. So you'll notice a few things about the coordinate plane. It makes 4 sections, okay? So I made mine over here. You don't need to draw this in because you've got this lovely thing on your notes. But for clarity, I wanted to show you another one. So you have these sections right here, okay? So this section is where we always start. That's where you have always seen things graphed in the past. This is called quadrant 1. We always denote quadrants by using Roman numerals. You will see over here in the more busy picture that it's all spelled out. But you will see me just refer to as this as quadrant 1. This is quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. Again, we're using our Roman numerals for this. Now, the order is counterclockwise, okay? So that means we're going to go to the left and down. But to understand what happens with an ordered pair, coordinate plane, is you have to know what an ordered pair is. So an ordered pair is a pair of numbers that is used to locate a point in a coordinate plane. Okay, so a really important thing to understand about an ordered pair is that the first number you come across is always the number that you are moving on that X-axis. So this is your right or left number. Okay, now the second number is your Y, and that's your up or down number. And to be an ordered pair, it has to have both of those. Okay? Take a moment, and you have a space on page 11 just to the right of a graph of a coordinate plane. So write this in. This right here that I just wrote, write that in just to the right of your graph. So now we are going to find ordered pairs for each of these points. So point T has already been done for us, and I want you to look at point T. So point T is right here, okay? I see that it is in quadrant 4. So here's quadrant 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Now, I always do my X value first. And then I do my Y value. Think of it as ABC order. So I'm going to go left or right first. So I'm going to look at this. I always start here at my origin. And to get to T, I have to move over 1, 2, 3 to get to where it would be if I didn't have to move up or down. So that's why I get a 3 for my X value. Now, I am here, and to get to my T, do I go up or down? I have to go down, and so I go down 1, 2, 3, and that is where my -3 came from. Okay, so let's try to find point P. So on your paper, you don't have this written out for you. So what you need to write down is point P. Then you're going to write down parenthesis. And where is P? Well, I first have to search for it. Is it in quadrant 1, 2, 3, or 4? I see it's in quadrant 2, and I see it's right there. So I'm going to start at my origin, and how many do I go right or do I go left? I'm going to go left until I'm right underneath it, and that gives me -3. And then do I have to go up or down from this point? I have to go up 1, 2, 3. So my point is -3, 3. Okay, pause the video right now and try the same situation for point Q. Well, I see point Q is right here on the x-axis. When anything is on an axis, we're going to end up with a 0 somewhere. Okay, so I'm starting at my origin, and do I need to go right or left? I'm going left 2, so that gives me -2. And since I don't have to go up or down, I'm already on top of the point I'm trying to find. I get a 0 because I didn't move anywhere. I didn't move anything, so I get a 0. Okay, go through and find the next 4 points. And then turn your paper over to page 12. All right, so at the bottom of page 11, we need to make sure that we have, when we plot an ordered pair in a quadrant plane, we always also state the quadrant. So remember, we have quadrant, this is quadrant 1, this is quadrant 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so now A, we always start at the origin, okay? That's that 0, 0 spot. And it says 2. I see that it's a +2, so I'm going to move 2 to the right. And then it says 3, so I get to go up 3 because it's positive. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to put a dot here, and then I'm going to label it A. So I'm going to pause. You get all that in. You pause. So now I have my point in after I paused. I have it in, but I need to over here write what quadrant it ended up in. And I'm going to write Roman numeral 1 right next to it. So now pause the video and do point B. Now point B is on the x-axis. So it's not on a quadrant, so I just need to write down x-axis. Okay? Try C. Pause the video and do C. All right, so now I've plotted C. I went to the left 5 and down 1, and I see that's in quadrant 3. I want you to go through and do D, E, and F, and we will talk about them in class tomorrow. Bye, guys.